Good evening. Welcome to Cardinal Spellman High School's Commencement Exercises 2019. We had Deacon Nickley earlier praying for sun, and lo and behold, with prayers that powerful, we should begin with none other than our own Deacon Joe Nickley.
All right. Please join me in praying for the class of 2019. Bow your heads and pray for God's blessing. My brothers and sisters, we gather here today to acknowledge and honor the Cardinal Spellman High School class of 2019. Loving God, we thank you for the gift of the many accomplishments of the class of 2019 over the past 4 years. Inspire these young men and women to dedicate themselves to be even more successful in their future academic endeavors. Help them, dear Lord, to enjoy this present moment while maintaining a healthy perspective on the future. Give them the spirit of humility and joy with a generous amount of courage and patience to persevere when confronted with difficult obstacles. Lord, it's so difficult for us to say goodbye to these talented and gifted young people. It is hard to let this class go, for they have been very special to us and added so much to our lives. However, new adventures await them, and we must let them go. With great joy and some sadness, we begin our commencement exercises. May God bless the class of 2019. Amen. Amen.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
You may be seated. Good evening, everybody. Thank you. And please allow me to extend a very warm welcome to Mr. Dan Hodes, our president, Mr. Kevin Kelly, the chairman of our board, the members of our board who are with us this evening, our amazing faculty and staff, parents, friends, and mostly to the class of 2019. Welcome to graduation night. It is my distinct honor and privilege to officially begin the festivities of this wonderful event under the tent as we celebrate this significant day in the lives of our 121 graduates. Now, previous classes have had a very strong collective identity, and many may well be remembered with their qualities as a group. Some will remember, oh, that was the athletic class, or that was the brainy, or the musical class, or that was the spirited class. But I think the true strength of this particular class is in the uniqueness of each of you as individuals. And I predict that you will be remembered as a group of extraordinary individuals. Now, every year, our teachers are invited to cast their vote for the Catch the Spirit Awards. Usually about a half a dozen names rise to the top pretty consistently. But this year was different. This year, there were so many seniors who shine in their own way. With each name that surfaced, I said, oh, that's right. That's a good one. Oh, yeah, him too, and her. Of course, I agree. Name after name of extraordinary individuals, from Abadessa to D'Ambrosio to Green to McAlpine to Urach to Zhao. Chow, but Z works better than Chow. A to Z, so many awesome kids in one class. Your teachers oozed with complimentary adjectives: passionate, intelligent, faith-filled, mature, dedicated, funny, caring, and kind. And yet, this year as a senior class, we've also watched you come together with a strong collective unity, breaking down the walls and barriers in order to function as a spirited, cohesive unit. And even though this year may have thrown you a few curveballs and changes, you showed true leadership. You couldn't become defiant or uncooperative. Instead, you chose maturity, gracious generosity, and integrity. And as a result, you showed a very positive example to the underclassmen, and for that, we thank you. Now, on a more thoughtful note, I will say that I worry a bit, not about you, but for you. We live in a very complicated culture, and as a result, so many young people are experiencing some pretty serious anxiety. Obviously, there's no one reason, and certainly there's no one solution. I do have a hunch, personally, that a lot of the anxiety stems from the phones and social media, but that's for another TED Talk completely. What I'm going to ask you to do now is to try to connect the dots with me for just a minute and see if this makes any sense. We all know, in the end, it's all about love. And what's the opposite of love? Well, you might jump to that obvious conclusion, but I would suggest this. I believe the real opposite of love is fear. Fear prevents us from being who we truly are and who we are actually created to be. Because when we're fearful, we become paralyzed with worry. But there is a weapon against fear, and that is called faith. Deep faith, rooted in dependence on God, is the only thing that can ensure peace right here. So when you get out there in the real world, far away from 738 Court Street, remember to connect the dots. Choose faith. That leads to trust. Choose trust. That leads to God. Choose God. That leads to love, because God is love. And with God, there is no room or reason to fear or worry. And if Spellman can give you anything, one gift above all others, I hope it's this: cling to your faith. It's your first class ticket to a relationship with God. And God is love, and in the end, it's all about love. You are an amazing group of gifted individuals who have collectively made Cardinal Spellman High School a better place. We are blessed that you came here into our lives, and now we send you off with confidence and prayers for a life full of true joy, fulfillment, purpose, and deep faith. deep peace. Have no fear. You've got faith. God bless you all. We love you. So, let us get this graduation ceremony started. I know you are very anxious to get that diploma in hand, and I know you can't wait to sing the alma mater one more time. But before we get to that beautiful moment, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to present to you the valedictorian of the class of 2019, the one and only, uniquely extraordinary Julie Vu.
Good evening, friends and faculty and staff. As we move forward to the next chapter of our lives, we must hold on to the words of wisdom of our parents, the life lessons of our teachers and advisors, and the undying support of our friends. Let's not ever forget the vivacious and iconic chants during basketball and football games, the vibrant spirit that fills the auditorium and gym during Catholic Schools Week, the slight tingling on our skin as a soloist hits that high note during Mass, the glimpse of hope we feel as the Thanksgiving baskets are brought to the front of the stage in the fall, and that flash of inspiration when Deacon hits us with all of his preaching. My 4 years at Spellman have taught me that the only tools we really need to succeed are hard work and faith. The first tool, hard work, enables us to accomplish whatever we desire. As a student, I've seen my classmates blossom throughout the years as individuals eager to learn. I see my classmates light up in the midst of a debate. I see my classmates stay up all night studying for a test. The students here in front of me today are beyond intelligent, driven, and passionate young men and women capable of incredible things. The second tool, faith, is what keeps us going. Having faith is believing. It is trusting in someone or something. Faith in God gives us love and comfort. Faith in others means that during difficult times, we know that we will have someone to rely on. Faith in ourselves means embracing our flaws and differences, discovering our own will, and embracing our flaws and differences. We are going to have those moments of doubt at some point in our lives. But it's okay to believe in ourselves, and it's okay to believe that we can succeed, even if all odds are stacked against us, or even if there's no evidence hinting at our success. Believe that you can do what you want to accomplish. Say to yourself, I will do this, and then do it. Now let's go make something with the tools that Spellman gave us, and let's carry it with us wherever we go. Freshman year, SATs, applying for college, high school, we did all of that. But we're not done. In fact, we have so much more to do. However, I hope that we see all of our future goals not as a checklist, but as an opportunity. Instead of thinking, I have to get this done, let's think, how can I improve myself? Wake up in the morning with a smile and with the ambition to be the best version of ourselves. And at the end of the day, with a weary but radiant smile, pat yourself on the back for what you've been able to accomplish. What's important is that we know we have charged forth, we have pushed ourselves, and we have willed this challenging but awesome adventure into being. With that in mind, don't forget to thank everyone who supported you, who encouraged you and cheered you on. Once you've reached your way to the top, and I know that you all will, don't forget to turn right back around and start pulling others up with you. Your futures are brilliant, my friends. Thank you and good luck, and shout out to Prayer Posse.
How does one follow Julie Vu? Julie Vu. Cardinal Spellman, the class of 2019, what a tremendous sight to look out and see these faces filled with the theological virtue that Mr. Kelly did not mention. Love was mentioned, faith was mentioned. Our theology scholars here at Cardinal Spellman, what is that last theological virtue? No help from the peanut gallery. What was it? Hope. These faces are filled with so much hope. Hope for the immediate future, that there might be large checks waiting in envelopes at home. Hope for the distant future, that you've chosen a good college, one that will one day yield a good job and provide a life full of all that you've hoped for. And finally, hope that this graduation speech from this president will be short and we can get down to business. I cannot speak to the former two, but I can tell you my comments tonight will be brief, and I pray they are meaningful to you. A few months ago, at Cardinal Spellman's Legacy Gala at Gillette Stadium, I revealed a secret to the members of the Cardinal Spellman community gathered there, that I am an unabashed 80s film devotee. And of all the 80s films that top my charts, more than a few have to do with the theme of time travel. Back to the Future, Terminator, Time Bandits, Flight of the Navigator, just to name a few. And probably, most auspiciously, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with this American classic, the story of Bill and Ted is the story of two surfer dude high school seniors trying to pass their history exam. In the process, they uncovered their destiny to change the world with their music, and by harnessing the power of a time-traveling phone booth, yes, I know, suspend your imagination, both of them secure historical figures they will need to bring back to San Dimas, California in 1989 in order to pass their exam and to change the world. While the story is fun and exciting, what has always struck me about Bill and Ted's adventure is the moment they mistakenly take the phone booth to the distant future instead of the past, and they share a glimpse of the world their creative music and magnanimous philosophy helped to shape. This magnanimous philosophy was a brief but heartfelt phrase expressing their way of life. Those of you familiar with the film might remember this. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes! So when they arrive in this future world, they are greeted by its leaders with this same familiar phrase that has now taken on a new life as a motto for this future culture. A phrase or a motto not too different from that of perhaps our own most significant influencer, Jesus Christ. Now, I know what you're thinking. Did he just compare Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan to Jesus Christ? Yes, I did. But let me explain. Years before Bill or Ted graced our movie screens, Moses was bringing the Ten Commandments to the Israelite people. From the hand of God, these 10 commandments would simplify the moral code of the covenant to 10 easy steps. Over the next few thousand years, The Israelites expanded those 10 commandments to many, many laws, 613 to be precise, that were strictly enforced by the Sadducees and Pharisees that we read about and you've read about in the New Testament. These folks had so expanded the law that Jesus had to reduce it even further than the original Decalogue, moving them from not the 613, nor the 10 handed down by Moses, but to only 2 simple laws. Love God and love one another as you love yourself. Now, back to our friends Bill and Ted. That moment when they glimpse the future that they have so deeply impacted, and they hear the salutation from the future leaders of humankind, it echoes their own greeting they were so used to, and for us, it echoes these 2 laws of Jesus Christ. Now, for all of you Bill and Ted fans out there, I will say, I reached out to Keanu Reeves. He did tweet me back. He did say he wishes, and this is true, for all of you to have a wonderful 2019 commencement ceremony. But more importantly, he wants all of us to say together, and I wish we had the video, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. Now, I know at first glance, this invitation from Keanu Reeves, who plays Ted Theodore Logan, doesn't seem to match Jesus' invitation to love God. But I would contend that that is exactly what it is. Too often we forget the haunting words of St. Irenaeus from the 2nd century. The glory of God is the human person truly alive. Think about that statement for a second. The glory of God is the human person truly alive. It's an invitation to enjoy life. It's a reminder that when we are happy, God is happy. A reminder that holiness is not dull. It's an invitation to party on, dude. For what is a party but a vestige, a foreshadowing of the heavenly banquet that we all strive to attend? So please, graduates, take the advice of Bill and Ted. Take the advice of our Lord Jesus Christ and love one another. Or if you prefer, be excellent to each other and love God by truly living. Or better said, through the mouths of those time-traveling surfer dudes, party on. Congratulations, Cardinal Spellman class of 2019, and God bless. It is my pleasure to introduce our Assistant Principal, Chris Evans, to begin the conferral of diplomas.
Class of 2019, it is a special honor to be here tonight to present you to the community as the graduating class of Cardinal Spellman High School. I wish you all the best of God's blessings as we send you out into the world. You are the first class that I have had the privilege to know as freshmen, as we both started at Spellman, our Spellman experience together 4 years ago. It's been a joy to be with you and to see you learn and grow and to witness the amazing individuals you are. I pray that as you go forth on your journey, something that you say or something that you do or some way you have of being will touch those around you with the love of God. Wherever you go and whatever you do, have faith in God and know that you will never walk alone. God bless you. President Hodes, Principal Kelly, Chair of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Kelly, as Assistant Principal, it's my duty and my privilege to present to you the members of the class of 2019 of Cardinal Spellman High School. These young men and women have completed the course of study required for high school students, by the Department of Education of the Archdiocese of Boston. They've been approved and recommended by the faculty, and they await their diplomas at your hands. We ask that you please hold your applause until the end. The following students are awarded diplomas. Tashelle D. Jean. Juliana C. Pompolis. Julie Vu. Jalen R. Stallings. Alexandra Abadessa. Garbins J. Alexis. Carlo E. Alves. Chloe G. Atteridge. And now, presented by Miss Lindsay Ballard to her sister, Abby K. Ballard. Maria K. Barsick. Sean C. Barry. Caroline P. Bavis. Kathleen E. Bergen. Toby Bienemy. Joseph A. Lynn. Riley A. Brainerd. Ariana C. Brazier. James P. Broderick III. Brianna K. Brown. Matthew D. Cahill. Melanie R. Cannon. Erin N. Carpenter. Daniel J. Cashin. Cassidy N. Cave. Allison E. Clarity. Marissa D. Coleman. Patrick J. Collins. Joseph J. Corletto. Sean J. Crimmins. Caroline R. Kernow. Daniel J. D'Ambrosio. Olivia J. Dandro. Brianna B. DiCristoforo. Brooke D. DeCoste. Lance T. Delva. Gladner P. DeRozier. Isaiah C. Donahue-Bill. Tanaje G. Dos Santos. Cheyenne M. Doughton. Amanda E. Eli. Rashida M. N. Etienne. Carly F. Fisher. Noel E. Fitzpatrick. Lakia R. Fontes. Andrew J. Force. Rebecca S. Garfield. Christian S. Goodwin. Jack R. Grafton. Kelly E. Green. Catherine D. Grinnell. Sean M. Harris. Jesse L. Heath. Jake F. Howlett. Thomas B. Howley. Garrett M. Hughes. Michael Huging. Hannah K. Iskra. Root Jin. Hope L. Joyce. Stephanie N. Kalivas. Madison N. Kazanik. Evan J. Carney. Kevin J. Kelleher. Hannah J. Keogh. Elizabeth P. Kinsella. Sam J. LaRue. Cheng Lin. Gregory S. Lothrop. Elvin C. Lewis. Eddie G. Lujares, Jr. Mackenzie L. Lynch. Robert Matthew A. Manahan. Jada M. Marley. Maria E. Marathi. Robert D. McAlpine. Thomas D. McGovern. Thomas J. McSweeney. Christina M. Merlot. Brandon M. Nazar. Oops. Sean P. Nee. Tuan D. Wynn. Charles R. Norton. Michael P. Oliveira. Declan T. Orick. John J. Orton. Stasha Owusu Mensah. Trinity M. Painter. Daniel D. Phillips. Raphael Profil. John L. Pumphrey, Jr. Christian J. Ramos. Tiana S. Resende. April B. Rourke. Maria G. Sachatella. Miguel A. Sanchez Escobar. Daniel J. Sannon. Peter J. Serafine. Emma M. Smitchell. Robert R. Sheeran. Vivian S. D. Silva. Natanya J. Simole. Alexa M. Sloan. Tiara D. Smith. Tessa M. Smith. Deanna M. St. Fleur. Lily R. Stevens. Jaden K. Sun. Alex C. Tawil. Jonathan I. Torres Baez. Mary Kate Toscano. Derek M. Toussaint. Colin J. Tracy. Adrian C. Trong. Emma R. Walsh. Damon R. Ware. Christian A. Wedge. Dakari J. Weston. Victoria J. Wheeler. Megan A. Wigley. Robert E. Wilson Grayson. Hoirong Chow. I say the next one, they stand, okay? It is my pleasure to present the 2019 graduating class of Cardinal Spellman High School. Please be seated. It's now my pleasure to introduce your class president, Tashelle Jean.
Good evening, everyone. I know it's almost time to go, but before you throw your caps in the air, the microphone is mine for the next 3 minutes. I'm Tashelle Jean, and I have had the honor of holding the title as Cardinal Spellman's Senior Class President of 2019. This year has captured how absolutely blessed I was to attend this school, and I hope you all feel the same way. A lot of changes may have happened with Spellman this year, such as a longer schedule, no more green polos, sharing our parking lot and our prom with the juniors. But we didn't change. Our freshman year, September 2015, we were all just baby seeds planted into Spellman soil. With the guidance, knowledge, and faith given to us by Spellman, we became sprouts as we moved on to our sophomore year. Many of us can agree that sophomore year was definitely one to remember as we further identified ourselves as an athlete, a singer, an actor, or a top scholar, and as we set in stone lifelong friendships. This was our initial stage in growth and finding ourselves. Junior year was when we really began to blossom, even reaching our tipping points with balancing academics, sports, family, and a social life Through all of the SATs, ACTs, all-nighters, using each other's Quizlets, and even the drama, we came out on top. Spellman continued watering us with guidance, resilience, reassurance, and faith. God never stopped giving us the strength that we needed when we felt the most weak. Senior year, we finally bloomed into beautiful flowers with petals of red and gold. However, we didn't know which direction to spread them. Some questions I most definitely asked myself were, what will I major in? Do I want to leave Massachusetts? Do I want to commute from home? Should I go to a school where I don't know anyone? Trying to answer these questions, all while editing Common App 100 times, rewriting and critiquing our essays, studying even harder to not let our grades slip up for our future school, was a lot. Needless to say, if it wasn't for Spellman providing their tools, such as our amazing guidance counselors and our selfless teachers, we wouldn't have made it to the finish line. On May 1st, 2019, we turned in our red and gold petals for our new school colors for the next chapter of our lives. Today, we bring together family and friends of our new colorful garden to celebrate the movement, growth, and faith that Spellman has given us for the past 4 years. Again, thank you, Spellman, for all that you did for us and what you will do for the next incoming garden. Now, with the nurture that Spellman has given us, we can make a difference. Senior class of 2019, follow your hearts, follow your minds, and most importantly, follow God. Thank you.
Thank you, Tashelle. That was really very well done, very inspiring. I think we're ready to wrap this thing up. What do you say? but not before we have the opportunity to sing the alma mater one more time. So, with gusto, take out your programs. This is everyone. The words to the alma mater. All right, in the program, it's to the tune of Let There Be Peace on Earth. So we'll sing it from the heart, and then when we exit the tent, provided the rain holds off, we'll head to the left, and you can all gather in the side field right next to the tent, and say your final goodbyes at that point. So I believe we are ready now to sing the alma mater. After that, graduates, don't forget, you get to toss your hats, and then we'll exit out. Are we ready? Mr. Bergman.